Hello everyone, it's FARMSIMGUY here. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to Upper Mississippi River Valley. This map is days away from being released now, so I thought it would be appropriate to start a new series on this, get stuck into things, and basically have a bit of fun with what is a superb map. So, my Old Iron series back on Middleburg has unfortunately come to a premature end. It was really struggling to make money as a business, so I thought I'd try my luck up here with a new farm and a fresh outlook. So this is my brother's place. He's asked me to join him for a bit and try and make a go of the farm. We don't have much money. We've got some decent equipment. Some of it's getting on a bit now, but we do have the potential to make a lot of money. We've got some nice fields and we have an animal operation too. So I think the best thing to do is probably go for a little bit of a tour around, right? So here we are. The farm is an interesting one. It's split into two. So we've got predominantly our arable area here where a lot of the machinery is kept, and then over, just down the road there, ever so slightly, is the animal operation. We've got cows and we have got hogs. We've got 100 head of each at the moment, and we have got to make quite a lot of food for them to keep them happy. But once that's done, we may have some rather fat little hogs to sell on and make a bit of money from, and some cows producing some serious amounts of milk. But I know with these new series, the first thing that you always like to see is what kit we're running. So let's have a little bit of a tour of the farmyard, but before that, let me just show you what we own in terms of fields. So there is the map. As you can see, a real mix of different shaped and sized fields. This is our farm down here. Let me just go to this because this will show you what actually we own. So we've got the farmland here. We've got two big fields here and here, and then a few smaller ones dotted around. We've also got some of the new crops on some of these fields, which is exciting. So we'll go and have a look at some of those. We've got clover and we have alfalfa. On top of that, you can see there, that is our field of corn there, all ready to go and be harvested, and over there we've got a rather large field of wheat as well. So we've got everything we need, I think, to be able to get a decent headway, good start with our animals. Right, without any more delay, let's take a look at the equipment. So you can see here we've got a 40 series John Deere, bit of a workhorse that is our grassland tractor, does most of our grass work. With a nice Vermeer attached to that. Behind there you can see a couple of 600 series Lexians. We've got a corn header on one and a standard header for the other. We don't have two headers of each yet. That's probably something we'd like to invest in pretty quickly. A Vermeer baler there for making our grass bales. One thing we have invested in recently is this DB60 planter, really modern planter, which is great. Horsepower wise it's pretty chunky, but it does just about run on our old case quad track, which we love. Wonderful tractor, 360 odd horsepower with that. There's our truck and our trailer Kenworth 800 there. We've got our Landol cultivator there and the good old Alice 8550. So like I said, not the most modern kit, but looking for options to upgrade as we make a little bit of money over the next little while. We do have in here a slightly more modern forage harvester from John Deere, and we have got a sprayer as well in there from John Deere. So some of the kit is newer. There's our bale wrapper as well. We're going to try and use that. Keep our bales in the field once they're wrapped. I think a lot of the time we'll ship some home, of course, but most of them will stay in the field. There is our silaging trailer. There's our header as well, and hydrous bulk tank there, which is full because we do have over here an anhydrous toolbar and tanks for the field. It's our grain dryer there, so we can make a little bit of extra money drying our grain, our corn even. The corn field over there, I think we'll forage some of it for the animals, but we will try and combine some of it as well. Likelihood is we'll plant some more of that as well. Just a little look around the yard here. We've got another shop there, fuel tank there to fill up, and access to the fields behind us there, which is great. So there you go, that is about it for the arable part of the farm. We're going to wander over here now. We'll head down the road and we'll check out the animal section. So here we are. There is our slurry pit. There is our cow shed. There are the cows in the pasture. This lovely pasture set in the hillside. We've got a fermenting silo here for making our own silage, which is great. There's the cow shed there. Over here we have our hog barn as well. We've got 100 of those in there. The feed towers as well. We do have some productions here. There's our white field boss and our feeding trailer. And we've got a basically simple runaround trailer here for just loading and moving things about. Now, if I walk around here though, we have some rather fun buildings here. We've got a TMR mixer there, so we can mix up and make a storage amount of TMR that we can put in our silo here. So we're not always having to mix on demand. And then behind that is our pig food production point. Now we have an option of different recipes here. You take your root crop here, so either sugar beets or potatoes, and then one from any of the other layers. So we've obviously got corn, we've got wheat, and we do have a field of soybeans a little bit further away as well. So I can make pig feed from those 4 constituent parts. The only thing we don't have is sugar beets. Now I have bought some in to start with, because we don't have the equipment to do anything with that, but that may be something we look at in the not too distant future. But nice to have that on site as well. Good option to have. And over there's my brother's house, and we've got all this basically open grassland here, which we can take advantage of if we need extra grass for silage. So there you go, quick tour around the farms. Just sets the scene for you. What we're going to do now is probably go and have a little bit of a play in the clover field. A new crop on this map, so I want to see how it works. I also want to see if we can use clover and alfalfa within the TMR production as well. So let's see how that goes. Right, let's head back to the other farm, grab the John Deere and the mower, and go and cut some clover. Here we go. First piece of work on the new farm. Let's see how far we can go with this. See how much money we can make. If we can leave ourselves in a better position than when we arrived. So as you can see, with this being a 4x map, the fields are quite large. So we've got some tasks ahead of us to get things how we want them. Here is the clover field. So let's unfold the mower here. Let's get organised with that. And let's just dive into this and see what happens. I've never used clover before, so this could be interesting. Now I just wanted to stop and get out and just check if things are going okay here. We certainly have harvested clover on the floor. It's an interesting texture it leaves behind as well. So it's working. Let's push on and see how we do. Right, we are going. We've switched the Vermeer to like full pull behind here, rather than having offset to one side. Just because it makes it a little bit easier on the edges to cut, especially with the fields with rounded edges like this. So maybe not the most orthodox way of doing it, but it's still getting us the results we need. Right, there we go. We've done a couple of headlands now. We've switched to the more traditional method, which means we're not running on crop, which is a lot better. And we are making good progress. So, we're going to push on. Hopefully get this finished. Now, I'm not sure yet whether or not we can actually turn this clover into a silage of sorts. I'm not sure if we can wrap it using the bale wrapper or anything like that. So we've got a few little experiments to do to see what will happen. Worst case scenario, we can bale it and sell it. I'm sure there's a premium. I haven't even looked at the prices yet, but there's got to be a reason for growing this instead of standard grass, so we'll check that out. But in the meantime, you can enjoy us mowing. So we'll be back soon. Right, last few passes here. I am loving this Vermeer mower. I haven't used it much before. In fact, barely used it at all, other than when the DLC first came out. But I've just realised what a brilliant mower it is. The fact you can flip-flop it to either side depending on which direction you're going means that you kind of have that flexibility, which is one of the things I kind of dislike about the offset mowers. But yeah, this one can just keep going up and down the same piece you're going on. There we go, we'll flip it over now. Get yourself lined up here, and you're away again. Remember to drop it down, as you may have seen in the time lapse. I forgot that a couple of times, but I really, really like this. I have to say, I think I might have found a new fun mower to use a little bit more often. But as you can see, we've made good progress through this field, and looks like there's quite a lot of crop on here. With the cut texture, kind of is hidden slightly, but as you can see further off in the distance, when the texture quality drops, you can see that there's quite a lot of dark green clover grass on there. So I'm quite excited about this. So what we'll do, we'll need to get a windrower in and get this all rowed up, and then we'll throw the Vermeer baler in as well, and we'll start making some bales, and also bring the wrap around. So there's quite a lot to do still. So we'll just capture these last little bits, and then we will head back and pick up some other stuff. So we'll see you back at the farm. Right, here we are back at the yard. I'll open these gates and head back in through this way actually. But I'm very pleased with how that progressed. So what I've got to do here is decide how I'm going to make this work. I could do with the front loader on this tractor to be the one we use for collecting the bales. So I may put this on the windrower, so by the time it's finished we can send the bale around, probably with a white, and get the baling done with that whilst we go around picking stuff up. So with that in mind, let's drop this off here, and we will go and get the windrower and just get stuck straight into it. Right, back to the field we go. More Vermeer equipment here, which is good fun. We've also got a Vermeer tedder as well, so we're really going all out on the Vermeer kit for grass work. But we'll throw this in the field here, we'll get started, and then we will, like I said, we'll probably use the white for the baling while we start to collect these bales. Now we're going to get the bale wrapper brought over to the field as well. We're going to get some big long sausages of bales. Again, something we don't do very often, so it could be fun to do something a little bit different. For now, I'm going to go with this. Right, he's running very well, so we're going to leave him there. We're going to go and get the white now, and we're going to get it set up with the baler, and we're going to come in. I'd just like to make one bale just to make sure that it's all working as we expected, and then we can push on and start the baling as well. So, let's go and do that. Right, here's the white. Wonderful tractor. Love this. So, let's run this over. Let's grab the baler. And we can have both tractors working in the field at the same time. So I think the windrower's done about half the field, and we'll piggyback on that. We'll piggyback on that courseplay course as well. So what we can do here is start things up. Put the pickup down, and let's see. Oh, I've gone for 180 size bales, which might be a bold move because I haven't actually checked to see if our bale wrapper will do 180s. I think it does. I want to have bigger bales just because the fields are big. I don't want to have thousands and thousands of bales, so let's see how we get on. But actually we're 55% of a bale through here, so we could get a few. Struggling a little bit on the hill though. 5 miles an hour. Sure we can go quicker than that. There we go, up to 10 on the other, so not a lot of power in this. 93% though, so we're just going to get our first bale here. Here it comes. And out it goes, right. Let's lift that. Let's turn this off and see what we've got here. And there we have it. Bale. Owned by me. 7,500 litres, 1.3 tonnes. And it's made of clover. So, looking forward to getting that put into the wrapper. Seeing if we can make silage from it. But that's a good start. Very pleased with that. Well, we're making good progress here. It's taking a little bit longer than we thought, so I'm going to take this opportunity to stop here for this episode. We'll push on with the baling and with the windrowing. We'll have to come back next time to see if we can wrap these clover bales and turn them into silage. But for now, from me, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you are going to look forward to this series as much as I am. And we'll see you again very, very soon. Take care. Bye for now.